You started with good intentions. You had a plan. You had motivation, maybe even a routine. But then you missed a day, then another, and suddenly everything you were building felt like it was falling apart. What separates the people who make it from the ones who stay stuck isn't how perfect their discipline is, it as how quickly they come back after they fall. That feeling, it's familiar, that heavy sense of I've failed again. You start thinking maybe you weren't disciplined enough. Maybe you're just not cut out for this. But here's the truth. No one talks about enough discipline will fail you sometimes. It's not because you're lazy. It's because you're human. We all slip. We all get tired. We all have off days. Because slipping isn't what destroys your momentum. Staying gone is. They fall behind because they let the guilt of that missed day turn into a week. Then a month. Then a story. Most people don't fall behind because they miss one workout or one productive day. I always mess it up. I never finish things. I don't have what it takes. You start protecting the guilt instead of protecting your growth. You just have to return. And the faster you return, the easier it gets. You get up, brush off, and keep walking. That's what creates long-term change. Not streaks, not perfection, not pressure. But in life, when we trip on our routines or goals, we act like we've ruined everything. You stop asking, how do I never fall again? And start asking, how fast can I come back? You disappear because showing up again feels harder than starting fresh. And once that story kicks in, it becomes the new loop. But here's the good news. You never have to start from scratch again. Don't ghost your goals. Don't start telling yourself it's over. Think of it like this. If you trip while walking, you wouldn't lie down on the sidewalk and stay there. You stop being driven by guilt and start being guided by growth. The more you practice returning quickly, the less power the slip has over you. You haven't ruined anything. You're just on pause. And a pause isn't the end unless you decide it is. So what do you actually do when discipline fails? You shift your focus from perfection to recovery. That one mindset shift changes everything. You begin to measure progress not by how perfectly you perform, but by how quickly you recover. You stop labeling slips as failure and start seeing them as part of the process. You realize growth is messy, but it's still progress. And here's something even deeper. Every time you return, you rebuild trust with yourself. But trust that you'll show up even after you mess up. Trust that you don't need to wait for motivation to get moving. Trust that you are allowed to be imperfect and still grow. So next time you miss a day, don't spiral. Just come back. Even if it's messy, even if it's small, one good choice is enough to break the loop. One move in the right direction is all it takes to shift your energy. And the best part? You become someone who's not afraid of falling anymore because you know how to get back up. So if you're in a slump right now, hear this, you didn't fail. You just paused. You don't need to start over. You just need to return. You're still in the game, and it's not too late. It's never too late. Start small. Start now. And come back faster than you ever have before. I'll see you in the next one.